made the most money in the family and paid my brother-in-law's car loan for 3 years. He never even thanked me. He just treated me like an ATM that never stopped working. That night, during a family dinner, he made his demand in front of everyone.
开口了。
嫂子，我
Sis, I found a 2 million yuan place for my wedding. You can cover the 500,000 yuan down payment.
周浩，
Zhou Hao, I paid 4,000 yuan a month for 3 years on your 200,000 yuan car. I only finished paying it off last month. I never forced you to pay it. We're family. What's the point of bringing that up? Keeping score like this only hurts the family. You make good money, so helping your brother buy a home is only right. You married into the Zhou family, not to audit our expenses. I took a deep breath, said nothing, and looked at my husband, Zhou Lei. What do you think about the 500,000?
你一个月
You make plenty every month. Hao's wedding is important. What's wrong with his sister-in-law covering the down payment? Stop being so selfish. For 5 years, I've paid the mortgage, utilities, and maintenance fees. I even paid your brother's car loan. Now you want another 500,000? Do you think I print money? You're paying that 500,000. Refuse, and we're getting divorced.
嫂子，我哥都发
Sis, you heard my brother. If you won't pay, you clearly don't want this family to have a good life. Their words cut like knives. I made 30,000 a month, gave my husband 15,000 for expenses, and paid the mortgage and car loans. I was left with only 500, yet I neither begged nor lost control. You really want to embarrass the whole family, don't you? Let me make this clear. You will pay the 500,000 or we're getting divorced. I froze. I thought he'd calm everyone down and defend me. Instead, he stood directly against me.
好，你的
Fine, I'll remember what you said. I grabbed my bag and left without looking back. Behind me, Liu Guifen cursed while Zhou Lei smashed a glass. I sat in my car under the neon lights and checked my banking app. My balance was only 2.5 yuan.
好啊，周浩。不光
So Zhou Lei didn't just threaten me with divorce. He'd already taken the money behind my back. Hello, you've reached customer service. How may I help you? I'm Shen Ronan, holder of the card ending in 4589. Report every supplementary card under my primary account as lost and freeze them immediately. No verification. Freeze them now. Your request has been processed. All supplementary cards are now frozen.
挂断后又把给周
After hanging up, I also canceled the card used for Zhou Lei's insurance and gas. I drove home, packed his suits, shirts, watches, ties, and shoes into a suitcase, and filled it in under 10 minutes. Mr. Wang? This is apartment 1219, building 3. Bring a grade C security lock and replace mine immediately. I'll pay double for urgent service. Be here in 10 minutes. That's pretty ruthless. I hung up, opened my laptop in the study, downloaded my bank records, and called Attorney Chen. Ms. Shen, what's happened this late at night?
出什么事了？
Attorney Chen, I want to file for divorce. You finally decided? I've advised you many times. What line did he cross today? Xu Lei demanded 500,000 yuan for a down payment. This afternoon, he transferred the entire 500,000 from our joint account to Zhou Hao.
未经你同意，
He moved a large amount of marital property without your consent? Do you have the transfer records? I've downloaded them. Also, I bought this apartment in full before the marriage, and it's only in my name. That transfer qualifies as malicious disposal of marital property. We can ask the court to reduce or deny his share. Bring the documents tomorrow, and I'll request an asset freeze on Zhou Hao's account.
好，
Good. I want Zhou Lei to leave with nothing, and I want Zhou Hao's new home to disappear with his stolen money. See you tomorrow. Where did all the money go? My phone vibrated wildly on the coffee table. Zhou Lei was calling. I answered and put him on speaker. Shen Ronan, why did you change the locks? Why is my luggage in the hallway? Open the door. I bought this place in full before we married. I packed your things. You can move straight into your brother's new home. That was our joint savings. Since you refused to pay, I had to handle it myself. 400,000 of that money came from commissions I earned over the years.
未经于
Transferring it without permission is legally considered malicious disposal of marital property. Stop trying to scare me with legal jargon. The money is already in Hao's account. Unfreeze the credit cards and supplementary cards. Tomorrow morning, my attorney will send the divorce agreement and legal notice to your office. Refuse to sign, and I'll see you in court. You wouldn't dare! We're a family! Did you treat me like family when you plotted to take my savings? From now on, don't call me. Speak to my attorney. When I reached the building entrance, 3 people surrounded me. Zhou Lei had dark circles under his eyes, and Liu Guifen looked furious. Shen Ronan, how can you be so heartless? Lei stood outside half the night and you wouldn't even open the door. Do you have to make this so ugly? We're married. Who are you filming our private business for? Do you still consider us family? The moment you threatened me with divorce and secretly transferred our savings, you stopped treating me like family. Wasn't it ugly when all of you schemed to take my money? Put the phone down. We can discuss this at home. Stop embarrassing us in public. Home? You forced me to change the locks yesterday. I have work and no time for this. Joe Lei, this is my final notice. I am divorcing you, and I'll recover every cent through legal action.
嫂子，不就50万？
Sis, it's only 500,000. Is this really necessary? Buying a home and getting married carries on the Zhou family line. Why cause trouble at such an important time? Zhou Hao, you're 27, not 7. I paid your car loan for 3 years. Now you want a 2 million yuan home and expect me to use the commissions I worked day and night to earn? Ruonan, you upset my mother so badly she couldn't sleep. Unfreeze the cards, come home, apologize to her, and we'll forget all this. Apologize? You're the ones who should apologize. Starting this month, you pay your own expenses. The bank will send collection calls directly to your phone. What did the Zhou family do to deserve such a cold-blooded daughter-in-law? She's trying to drive our whole family to death. Zhou Lei, touch me again and see what happens. There are cameras everywhere. Want to spend a few days in jail? What exactly do you want? Simple. First, my attorney files for divorce today. Second, I canceled Zhou Hao's automatic car payment. He pays it himself now. Third, stop confronting me. Harass me again, and I call the police. Mrs. Shen, your efficiency is impressive. We spoke after midnight, and by morning you'd organized 3 years of bank statements and property records. You can't hesitate for even 1 minute when dealing with greedy people. Is this enough evidence? This is the key evidence. Without your consent, Zhou Lei transferred substantial marital property to his brother, Zhou Hao. That's textbook malicious disposal of marital assets. We can request that he receive little or nothing, right? Absolutely. Since the money was intended for Zhou Hao's home down payment, we can immediately request a court-ordered asset freeze. Can we get the money back directly? First, freeze every bank account under Zhou Hao's name. If he already paid the developer, we'll freeze the purchase registration so he can't complete the sale. Good.
很好，我要的就是这个。
That's exactly what I want. They thought taking the money settled everything. I'll make them return every cent with interest. You've also covered all household expenses for 3 years, while Zhou Lei's salary was barely used at home. I recommend asking the court to obtain every bank statement under his name. You think he's hiding more money? From experience, men who exploit their wives usually keep an escape fund or secretly support their own families. Undisclosed spending or hidden savings would greatly strengthen your case.
好，
Do it. I'll sign the representation agreement now and pay your highest rate. I want one thing. He leaves with nothing, and I recover the 500,000.
追回那50万。
喂，
Hello, Ruonan. Dad, what do you need? Lei told me what happened. Your mother-in-law has a temper, so don't hold it against her. Her blood pressure spiked after she got home, and now she can't get out of bed. Dad, if you're only calling to tell me she's sick, you called the wrong number. Sick people should call emergency services. I'm not a doctor, and I can't treat high blood pressure. Ruonan, when did you become so heartless? We're still family. Lei was wrong to take the 500,000, but he did it for his brother. For my sake, please unfreeze the account. Dad, I'm not heartless. Your family never valued anything I did. Why should Zhou Hao use my hard-earned money for a home? You care that he can't pay, but not that I work late every night. Then what do you expect us to do? Do you really want this in court? Divorce isn't good for a woman's reputation. My reputation isn't worth sacrificing myself. Tell Zhou Lei I've hired an attorney and the summons is coming. Unless I agree, Zhou Hao will never buy that home with my 500,000. She won't give me a single cent.
喂，哪位？
Hello, who's this? Hello, is this Mr. Zhou Hao? This is the bank's auto loan department. Your car payment is 3 days overdue. Overdue? That's impossible. It's always paid automatically. Your banking system must be broken. Mr. Zhou, the linked account previously making your payments has been disconnected and authorization canceled. Please deposit sufficient funds immediately, or your credit record will be affected. Shen Ruonan, are you insane? Why did you cancel my car payments? The bank called my office and now all my coworkers are laughing at me. Your memory is as bad as ever. 3 days ago I told you I wouldn't pay your car loan anymore. It's your car. Why should your soon-to-be former sister-in-law pay for it? My brother promised to buy me that car. If you don't pay, who will? Cover the overdue payment or I'll cause a scene at your office. Come on over. Let your co-workers hear how a nearly 30-year-old man shamelessly demands that his sister-in-law pay his car loan and home down payment. You vicious woman. My brother had the worst luck in the world marrying you. I agree. Marrying into your family was terrible luck. But don't assume that having the $500,000 means you'll be buying that home. What does that mean? What did you do? Nothing much. My attorney just said the court approved the asset preservation order. The $500,000 in your account and the unregistered home purchase should now be frozen. What did you do? That's impossible. The money is in my account. You can't freeze it. You're lying. Go to the bank and try withdrawing $1. Joe Hao, I'll make you return every cent you swallowed plus interest. Mr. Zhou, we've confirmed it again. All accounts ending in 8848 are under judicial freeze. This is a copy of the court's asset preservation order. A judicial freeze? Asset preservation? Impossible. That's my money. I just deposited it. We're only enforcing the order. It states that due to a divorce property dispute, no funds may be moved until the court lifts the freeze. Contact the court or your attorney with questions. Honey, look. This leather couch would be perfect in our big new apartment. Isn't it gorgeous? Manager Zhao from the sales office just asked when we're paying the down payment. Let's go now. They're even offering a prize draw today. Xiaowan, we might not be able to pay today. Zhou Hao, what does that mean? We agreed on this evening. Don't tell me you spent the money on something else. The money is still there. The bank has an issue and my card's transfer limit is too low. Let's buy it another day. Give me your phone.
干嘛？
Why? Give it to me. Open your banking app. I want to see the balance and status myself. If you won't show me today, the wedding is off. Judicially frozen? Zhou Hao, you called this a transfer limit? Why did a court freeze your account? Xiaowan, let me explain. It's just a misunderstanding.
只是误会，是
That crazy Shen Ruonan did it. She's divorcing my brother, claiming the $500,000 was marital property, so she requested an asset freeze.
你说什么？
What? The $500,000 for our home wasn't your brother's own savings? It was your sister-in-law's money? My brother transferred it without telling her. In our family, her money is his. He's the head of the household. What's wrong with using some to help me buy a home? I'm not marrying you, absolutely not!
周浩，我真是
Zhou Hao, I must have been blind. Your brother secretly stole his wife's hard-earned money to buy you a home and you think that's perfectly fine while calling her crazy? Xiaowan, we're getting married. We're family. My brother will handle it. As long as he refuses the divorce, Shen Ruonan can't take the money. Give me more time. Will the sales office give me time? If we don't pay tomorrow, we lose the deposit and owe a penalty. I told you, without that 2 million yuan home, I won't marry you. How? Why are you smashing things? Who made you so angry? Mom, it's all gone! Xiaowan dumped me and I can't buy the home! What happened? Weren't you paying the down payment today? Why would Xiaowan leave you? It's all your fault. Shen Ruonan froze the money. When Xiaowan saw I couldn't withdraw it, she dumped me. You said there'd be no problem. Give me back my wife and my home. Frozen? How did she move so fast? She only hired an attorney yesterday. Oh heavens! Shen Ruonan wants to end our family line. She kicked Lei out, and now she's ruined Hao's marriage too. Lei, look what you've done. I told you to discuss the transfer with Ruonan first. Now we've lost everything. Why should I discuss it with her? She makes so much but never gives Mom a cent. If I hadn't transferred it secretly, how could Hao get married? I did it for this family. Are you Mr. Zhou Lei? This is a court summons and a copy of the divorce complaint. Please sign for them. This is outrageous. She's gone too far. What does it say? She accused me of maliciously transferring marital property and wants me to leave with nothing. She wants the $500,000 back and another $300,000 for 3 years of household expenses. Bro, you can't agree. If you leave with nothing, I'll never afford a home. She wants me to leave with nothing? Dream on. She bought the apartment before marriage, but its appreciation during marriage is joint property. I want half. Right, take half the apartment. It's worth at least 4 million now. The appreciation alone must be hundreds of thousands. Don't back down. She thinks she can dump me that easily? No chance. I'll go to her office and expose her in front of her boss and coworkers. Let's see how she survives in that industry afterward. Everyone stop working. Let me show you what your outstanding director, Shen Ruonan, is really like at home. For 5 years, I handed her my salary. She hid assets, threw me out, changed the locks, made my mother sick, and ruined my brother's marriage. How can someone like her be your supervisor? Zhou Lei, you should become an actor. You're incredibly talented at twisting the truth. Twisting the truth? You filed this complaint, didn't you? You want me to leave with nothing. Today, everyone here will see how vicious you really are. Since my husband wants to air our dirty laundry, I'll give everyone a quick legal lesson. You earn $8,000 a month, barely enough for yourself. For 5 years, I alone pay the mortgage, utilities, and maintenance fees. Because you earn more, you make $30,000 a month. What's wrong with paying more? So making more means I must be your family's ATM? 3 days ago, he transferred $500,000 from our joint account to his brother. When I froze it, he kicked my door and threatened divorce. Joe Lay, you want part of my apartment? I bought it in full before marriage, and it's only in my name. I even paid for the renovations. You stole $500,000 for your brother and still came here to cause trouble? The appreciation is marital property, and I want half. If you don't pay me, I'll come here every day and make sure you can't work. Sir, you're seriously disrupting the workplace. Leave immediately or we'll remove you by force. Hello, police? Someone is causing a disturbance on the 16th floor of Hang Lung Tower, disrupting business and attempting extortion. He's still here. Please come immediately. Fine, Shen Ronan. You're ruthless. This isn't over. I'll get the apartment and the money. The police are on their way. Sorry, everyone. A personal matter interrupted your work. Please continue. Shaoli, send me the meeting notes later. Shulei made a foolish move. Causing trouble at your office can't materially hurt you. It only proves he's aggressive and unreasonable, which damages his image in court. He said my apartment increased by $1 million during our 5-year marriage and wants half of the natural appreciation. Is that legally possible? Not at all. A home purchased in full before marriage remains separate property, including natural market appreciation after marriage. The other spouse has no right to divide it. That's good. Unless major improvements were made after marriage, he gets nothing. You even paid for the renovations before marriage, so he has virtually no chance of claiming any appreciation. But I found something more important. These are Zhou Lei's bank statements from the past 3 years. You said his 8,000 yuan salary never covered his expenses. Know what these payments are?
这些是
A tech company, a gaming company, and live streaming platforms. Correct. In 3 years, Zhou Lei spent 120,000 yuan on an online game and another 80,000 tipping female streamers. That's 200,000 total. He pretended to be broke at home and made me cover everything, while spending marital money like a big shot in games and live streams. He squandered joint assets without your consent. Combined with the 500,000 transfer, the evidence is complete. He may leave with nothing and be ordered to repay the money he wasted. Attorney Chen, you have all the evidence. I want the earliest possible hearing. I don't want another minute of legal ties to that family. Ruonan really filed for divorce? Bro, did you get the money? Xiaowan blocked me. If I don't pay tomorrow, they'll keep the deposit and charge a penalty. Get the money? How? I caused a scene at her office. She called the police in front of everyone, and now my accounts are frozen too. You promised me that 500,000! Because of you, I lost my fiancé and my home. You owe me. I'm the one losing everything. Her apartment and savings should have been mine. Now she wants me to leave with nothing? I'm not letting this go. Stop fighting among yourselves. How? Calm down. Lei, you caused this, so you need to fix it. How am I supposed to fix it? The court summons already arrived, and she won't even share the appreciation on her apartment. Lei, Mom has an idea. Your car cost 200,000 3 years ago. Sell it for around 100,000, pay house penalty, and save his home purchase. Mom, what are you saying? You want me to sell my car? I use it every day for work. How am I supposed to live without it?
卖了车我怎么生活，哥？
Bro, you're getting divorced. Why does a single man need a car? Sell it for now. You can buy another one later. Do any of you care about me? Shen Ruonan threw me out, and I'm about to lose everything. Instead of blaming her, you want to drain the last thing I have for Zhou Hao? Lei, watch your tone. Hao is your brother. You're the eldest. So what's wrong with making a sacrifice? I raised you to give way to him. Now he needs help. For 5 years, I used my wife's money to pay your car loan and transferred 500,000 for your home. Now she wants me penniless. And you still want more? Why don't you sell your car? I need my car to drive Xiaowan around and look respectable. Why does a divorced bachelor need a nice car?
好的。
Great. So this is my family. Shen Ruonan was right. You're all parasites. I will never sell my car. It's the last thing I own. Lei, where are you? It's late. Why aren't you back? Your brother is losing his mind. Mom, the sales office called again. If I don't pay the balance before 10 tomorrow, they'll keep my deposit and charge another 500,000 penalty. Is that the only reason you called? Did you ask where I'm sleeping tonight? Or whether I've eaten? You're a grown man. You can sleep anywhere. Your brother's situation affects the Zhou family's reputation. Call Shen Ronan. Beg or kneel, but make her release the money. She blocked me. Mom, stop pushing me. Ruonan, I was wrong. I shouldn't have caused trouble at your office or transferred the money. Please unfreeze it. Hao's situation is desperate. Desperate? Did Joe Hao lose an arm or a leg? He's an adult who signed a contract without considering the consequences. Why should I pay for it? I was confused. My mother pressured me. Let's not divorce. We can fix our marriage. I'll give you my entire salary from now on and keep nothing. Fix our marriage? You can't even decide whether you're acting in a tragedy or comedy. Give me your salary? Is that before or after you spend it on games and your live stream goddesses?
你在说什么？
What are you talking about? I don't understand. Don't understand? Here's 120,000 wins spent on games over 3 years and 80,000 tipped to female streamers over 2 years. 200,000 total. Very generous, Joe Lei. Ronan, let me explain. I was under too much pressure. Pressure? I worked 14 hours a day. Didn't I have pressure? I saved every cent for our home while you acted rich online. So that's where all the money went. It was my salary. What's wrong with spending some? I never cheated on you. Deception and squandering money are also unforgivable. You transferred 500,000 and wasted 200,000 in marital assets. I've submitted the evidence. You'll get none of my property and must repay the 200,000.
经理，帮帮忙！
Manager, please help me. This was the top model and cost over 180,000 new. I urgently need money. Even 100,000 would work. The insurance is expiring and the mileage is high. 60,000 is the most we can offer. What can I do with 60,000? I'm still more than 300,000 short on the down payment. 60,000? That's robbery. Sell it or don't. Ask around. Nobody else will pay you cash on the spot. What good is a nice car now? What brings you here today? I had no one else to turn to. Ruonan is too cruel. She's trying to destroy Lei. Our daughter told us about the divorce. You knew Lei transferred the 500,000, didn't you? It was for Hao's marriage. We're family. Why separate what's yours and mine? If Ruonan keeps the money frozen, Hao's whole life will be ruined. Did Lei discuss it with Ruonan before taking it? Your family conspired against my daughter, and now you have the nerve to come asking us for money? Do you want someone to die? If Ruonan doesn't unfreeze the account, I'll die right outside your door. You ungrateful daughter-in-law, you still dare to come back? First, I've filed for divorce, so we have no relationship. Second, Joe Hao unlawfully holds my 500,000. Third, I'll recover every cent of the 200,000 Joe Lei wasted.
什么20万？
Ask your wonderful son. He'd rather tip female streamers than buy you blood pressure medicine. Leave my parents' home now, or I'll report you for trespassing. Ha ha ha! Joe Lei, get up. You always cried poverty and claimed Shen Ronan controlled your money. So you were spending it all on women online? Mom, why are you yelling again? I haven't slept properly in days. Can you leave me alone? Leave you alone? I swallowed my pride and begged Shen Ronan today, and she exposed everything you did. 200,000! You gave it to female streamers and wasted it on some stupid game. Mom, don't believe her. She wants me penniless, so she'll invent anything. Those statements are fake. Fake? She had every detailed transaction in her hands.
妈，你说什么？什么20万？
Mom, what are you saying? My brother spent 200,000 tipping female streamers? How? All our money is gone. Your brother is an ungrateful traitor. How? Don't listen to Mom. This is Shen Ronan's scheme to turn us against each other. Your brother had money all along. For 3 years, he secretly spent more than 200,000 on games and live streams. If he'd given it to you, your down payment would have been covered. 200,000! Zhou Lei, you bastard. That would have covered my down payment. Let go of me. I earned that salary. I work hard every day. What's wrong with spending some to relieve stress?
你还
Your stress relief was pretending to be rich online? You watched your brother struggle for a down payment and knew I was getting married, yet you'd rather buy gifts for female streamers? I don't owe you anything. I already used Shen Ronan's money to pay your car loan. What more do you want? You deserve this. You couldn't control your wife at home and acted rich online. I lost my fiancé because of you. Fix this or I'll never let it go. Mr. Zhou, we've already extended the deadline. Under the contract, the remaining down payment must be paid this morning. Manager Zhao, please give me 3 more days. I can't decide that. The system has locked the transaction and your reservation has been canceled. Canceled? What about my deposit? Where's my 100,000 yuan deposit? Under Clause 3, failure to pay the down payment on time constitutes a breach. The developer may retain the full deposit as damages. Retain it? I worked hard to save that 100,000. Give it back. I don't want the home anymore.
周先生，
Mr. Zhou, you read and signed the legally binding contract yourself. You may pursue formal legal remedies, but shouting here won't solve anything. You've worked hard. The evidence is extremely strong. His serious misconduct and malicious asset transfers make your chance of winning virtually certain. How did things go with Liu Guifan? She's a bully who backs down when challenged. I showed her Zhou Lei's 200,000 yuan statements. They're probably fighting already. As expected, today's the deadline for Zhou Hao's home purchase, right? Yes. With the 500,000 frozen, he can't pay the balance and he won't recover the 100,000 deposit. He chose this. When they treated me like a fool, they should have expected the consequences. I only care about when my money comes back. Don't worry, it's only a matter of procedure. Focus on your work and living your own life. I couldn't pay the down payment. How? What did the sales office say? Will they give you a few more days? A few more days? They took the home back and kept my 100,000 deposit. My home and money are gone. Are you happy now, bro? There was nothing I could do. Nothing? You spent money tipping female streamers and ruined everything. Give me your car keys. That car can sell for around 100,000. Consider it repayment for my deposit. How? What are you doing? No.
不行，那车
That car is the last asset I have. Hand over the keys or I'll smash things every night. If I can't have a good life, neither can you. How? Don't do anything stupid.
干什么？
Enough! Everyone shut up!
周
Zhou Lei, pack tonight. Sell the car tomorrow, give your brother 100,000, and use what's left to rent a room. We'll pretend we never had a son like you.
爸，你是说
Dad, you're telling me to sell my car, give the money to Zhou Hao, and then leave, right? Lei, you caused this. Hao can't simply lose his 100,000. You're his older brother, so you must take responsibility. Dad's right. You caused the mess, so fix it. Hand over the car keys and we'll put this behind us.
算
Put it behind us? I give you the last thing I own and sleep on the street while the three of you live happily together? Why are you packing? I told you to hand over the car keys, not cut ties with us. Didn't you just disown me? Fine. From today on, whether I live or die has nothing to do with you. Zhou Hao pays his own debts. Touch my keys and I'll report you for robbery. Mr. Zhou, the car's condition is average. The right front fender was replaced and service records are incomplete. Since you need cash urgently, we'd be taking a risk. I've taken good care of it and only used it for commuting. I wouldn't sell if I weren't desperate. Give me a fair price. 80,000 final offer. Agree and we'll transfer ownership and pay immediately. 80,000, it costs nearly 200,000 and is only 3 years old. At least give me 100,000. Take it or leave it, ask around. Nobody else will pay cash immediately. Wait, fine, 80,000, let's transfer it. Ruanan, there's a new development. Zhou Lei transferred ownership of his car to a used car dealer this morning. He sold it for how much? The record shows 80,000 yuan, deposited into a newly opened account that wasn't included in the previous freeze. He moved quickly. The car was bought during the marriage, so it's still marital property, correct? Correct. He sold it after the divorce case was filed, so this may be another asset transfer. I'll request an additional freeze on the 80,000. Selling marital property without consent during litigation is strong evidence of concealment. He must be desperate. The Zhou family only takes and never gives. Since they won't help him, he's selling everything he owns. You scheduled Zhou Lei for pre-trial mediation today? Did he respond? Yes. He hired an intern attorney from a small firm and said he'll arrive on time. Don't worry, this mediation is mainly to learn their position. If he refuses to leave with nothing, we'll go directly to trial. My client, Mr. Zhou Lei, agrees to divorce but requests an equal division of all marital assets, including the natural appreciation of the property under Ms. Shen's name. Zhou Lei, you really won't give up until you've lost everything. Ms. Chen, property acquired during marriage belongs to both spouses. Mr. Zhou also contributed his wages to household expenses over the past 5 years. Household expenses? These records show Zhou Lei spent 200,000 yuan over 3 years on games and livestream tips. Which part of that supported the household? That was my salary. I only spent a little each month. Most of the time I didn't waste anything. You earn 8,000 a month. Calculate how much of 3 years' income that 200,000 represents. I paid the utilities, maintenance fees, and even your brother's car loan while you acted rich online. Besides wasting 200,000, Mr. Zhou transferred 500,000 to his brother before filing for divorce. This morning, he also sold a marital vehicle for 80,000 and moved the money to a new account. Mr. Zhou, you didn't disclose any of this. The evidence is extremely damaging. At trial, you could leave with nothing and still owe compensation. I only wanted what belonged to me. Shen Ruanan, you can't be this cruel. You earn so much. You don't even need a few 100,000. Not needing money doesn't mean I'll give it to trash like you. My terms are simple. Waive all property claims, return the $500,000 and leave with nothing. Refuse, and I'll seek another $280,000 in court.
周先生，
Mr. Zhou, as your attorney, I advise accepting her terms. Going to trial will mean high legal costs, and you may still end up owing hundreds of thousands.
哥，我总算
Bro, I finally found you. Why are you here? I have no money for you. No money? The used car dealer said you sold your car for $80,000 this morning. Your brother lost his fiancée over $100,000 while you're using $80,000 to live comfortably?
那是我的卖身。
That's survival money. I need rent and an attorney. Shen Ronan wants me to repay hundreds of thousands. Stop pushing me. Your problems with Shen Ronan are yours. You owe me my lost deposit. Give me the card or I'll report you for fraud. Zhou Hao, are you trying to kill me? That $80,000 is all I have left. Take it and I'll be sleeping under a bridge tonight. Why should I care where you sleep? I lost my $100,000 deposit because of you. This $80,000 is compensation. Give me the card. What's the pin? Your birthday? It's Mom's birthday. There's $80,000 in the account. It's the last money I have. Smart choice. Don't come to me with your problems again. I can't help you. Ronan, congratulations. Attorney Chen, thank you for everything these past few months. Zhou Lei did this to himself. When his intern attorney saw the additional evidence, he advised surrender. After Zhou Hao took the car money, Zhou Lei couldn't even pay legal fees, so he accepted mediation. Has the preservation process for the $500,000 been completed? It was completed yesterday. The bank returned the full $500,000 to your account. Zhou Lei waived all claims to your apartment and left with nothing. He must also repay $280,000 in installments. He's penniless and may not even support himself. If he misses payments, he'll be placed on the judgment debtor blacklist, restricted from flights and high-speed trains, and struggle to find stable work. Everyone has to pay for their actions. I once believed that if I worked hard enough, I could pull that family back onto the right path. Now I understand that some people will never change. Honey, get me some water.
耗子呢？耗
Where's Hao? Where did he run off to? Where else? He used his brother's $80,000 to pay his credit cards, then wasted the rest on food and entertainment within a month. Yesterday, he demanded more money and stormed out.
造孽！
What a disaster. I'm out of blood pressure medicine. Get some money and buy it downstairs. I'm terribly dizzy. Money, money, money. From where? Lei disappeared, and our cash cow Ruinen is gone. Last month's pension paid Hao's rent. I don't even have 50 yuan left. You worthless brat. Your mother's sick and can't afford medicine, but you still have money for alcohol? Medicine? When you drove my brother away over money, did you think about who'd buy your medicine later? You raised me to take whatever I wanted. Now I have nothing. Happy? You animal. Now you're blaming us? Xiaowan is engaged to someone else. I saw her riding in a Mercedes today. She didn't even look at me. The home, my fiancé, everything is gone.
什么都没了。
Move it! This shipment has to leave before sunrise. You over there, stop slacking! Coming, I'm coming! Your monthly 5,000 yuan compensation payment to Ms. Shen Ronan is now overdue.
沈总，
Director Shen, Mr. Liu from Shengtian Group has verbally accepted our terms. Once this deal is signed, you'll rank first in the entire company this year.
口头
A verbal agreement means nothing. Have legal review every detail this afternoon. Remember, we must always keep the initiative in our own hands.
过去的
The past belongs in the past.